Hey, what's up everybody? David Pavkovich here, SoulLiftFitness.com. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am here today with Dr. Ed Amhrein. He's from the Evolve Wellness Center in Zillionople, Pennsylvania. We just ran a class as a guest coach at Soul Lift, and it was really interesting. We did a lot of locomotion stuff that exposed a lot of weaknesses in myself. When you think that you are somewhat in shape, coming, as Ed said, out of your wheelhouse really puts you in check. Ed, what specifically did you show us today? I mean, I know a lot of it was rooted in capoeira.
Yeah, so I was introduced to capoeira pretty much way back in the day in high school, which is like 15, 20 years ago now, and so yeah, a lot of the stuff that we're doing, the capoeira type movements, but then also a lot of these animal movements, these low gait patterns and things like that, things that just average Americans just don't do, and they really should. As
a coach myself, I see a lot of the things that you were talking about, like trouble, the repeated sitting, our quarter squats, because we only go to this depth to get off the toilet, to sit on a chair or whatever. I'm also seeing that people are having like such struggles getting up off the floor. I mean, we're in pretty bad shape. And what would some things be that you would say that we can simplify the methods that we can actually rewind this stuff? And let's talk as far as coaches go too. Like if you're a coach and you're listening to this, or you're a personal trainer, or you're in this field and you really want, Dr. Ed is in my opinion an expert in movement, so we can really learn a lot to pass on to our clients. So what do you got?
I mean, I think the simplest thing to start with is just this body weight movement, and like you said, I mean, it doesn't get more simple or more functional than can you sit on the floor and then can you get up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't translate any more real life than that, and sadly it's stuff that people are going to look at funny and think it's a joke until it's not a joke, until all of a sudden, there's 60, 70, how many average Americans can't even sit on the floor without propping themselves up because their hamstrings are so tight, they have no core strength, and they're just slouching their back and they can't hinge with their hips, and just everything is so stiff and deactivated, and so just us doing a lot of up and down and trying to move around the floor, just very low position. I mean, it doesn't get simpler than that. I mean, yeah, I'm a chiropractor and I'm a stickler for technique and and all this form and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, get up and get down. Like
in my practice, I like to, when we do the things here, and I'm showing these people, like I like to use a very broad brush, and keeping it as simple as moving off the floor. Using your scaps, you know what I mean? When we started doing the prehab stuff, a lot of people they're so stiff in the upper back, and we can't move, and just trying to reverse all this stuff is just a chore in itself. We have women that are 70 years old, and then we have 12-year-olds, and all ages in between, we're seeing the same things. Scapular retraction, it's popping to mind, but there's so many other issues. Getting up and down off the floor with that should be everybody's. That should be just a life goal. Like not even a goal. It should be second nature to you.
Right.
And
we
it's
shouldn't
harder.
have to even have this conversation.
No, we should. But the sad part is we have to.
Yeah.
We have to reach out to and figure out the best way. In my opinion, I feel that the broad strokes work best. I'm not going to be a stickler for your movement at first.
Sure,
if you're going to be sloppy and all over the place, that's fine. But we're slowly going to bring it in. Like the proper push-up with the elbows adjusted in towards the ribs, right? If you're out here and you're doing a quarter push-up, I'm okay with that. Start bringing it in over time.
Everybody's in a place, and I think that you hear all the time, and from numerous sources, like there really is no bad movement. It's just there's bad anatomy, basically.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, even anatomies, everybody has the same anatomy, but it's whether the patterns that they're developed.
Well, that's it. So, it's what has happened to that anatomy over time and what patterns they've made and how they've locked themselves into these positions over time. And, that's the thing. I mean, no push-up is, I really would never want to call it wrong, but
I just threw out a push-up.
Right, yeah. But any of the movements, right? It's like, honestly, you should be able to do all the variations, you know?
Yeah.
In a safe way. And
one of the things I noticed today was my hips were on fire for a lot of these simple movements. Even the frog hop is something that I do, you know, probably on a consistent basis. And after what we were going through, I mean, I was on fire. And I like to think that I'm somewhat mobile, and I can get around and move. The preciseness of it all was really like trying to. It was nice that I was more aware. You made me more aware of my shoulder position, my hips, feet landing soft, you know. And I thought that was really something that I think everybody should be working on. That stuff is just accuracy, especially if you're a mover. If you're a mover, work on your accuracy. But I shouldn't even have to say that. But if this is something that you're definitely into, work on your accuracy. It's all about that control.
Really,
you know. I really love what you did tonight.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I want to have you back.
Okay.
ASAP.
Sweet, man.
But Dr. Ed Amhrein from Evolve Wellness Center. Zillion Opal, go check him out. He's a chiropractor. He adjusts you from the top rope. So talk to you soon. Make sure you subscribe and love you.